With the Robbery Groups update coming today, I got an idea. 50 ways to fix the game and bring it back to its former glory. From removals to things I changed to absolutely ridiculous ideas. So let's get into it. Increase the player count. It's not 2017 anymore, and the map is giant. Isolation is the last thing this game needs. The sewers are too monotonous and boring, as evident by everyone using the punch box now. Shorten it. Make the explode wall much easier, rather than doing the huge quest, but make it have some other mechanic than just holding E. I think hijacking is completely useless. It's a thing of the past, and it just slows the game down. Get rid of the jewelry store floor lasers. They're just a nuisance because the parts you have to stand on to dodge them will make you either still hit them or make it harder for you to reach the hitboxes for the jewels. The cargo plane is way too boring. It sucks out the fun of the idea of robbing a plane without having any interesting mechanics rather than just, boarding it and defending from comps. Bit of a hot take, but make the gas station and the donut store more interesting. Add some kind of lockdown and then an escape route. Make hyperchromes feel way more rewarding. I'm not saying just bring back the OG because it's not possible, alright? I'm just saying it's a lot of grinding, and in certain weather conditions they look terrible, so at least reconsider some kind of new look. Make the starter cars much more interesting to drive. Not like the pizza car, but new players should be treated with a fairer start, as the Camaro is terrible and I imagine people just get bored from driving it. Fix up the atmospheric lighting. Back in 2020 we had clouds like this, and now we have this. A proper hide and seek game mode. I know it's a bit niche, but it would make content creator streams much more interesting. Reconsider or at least try to rethink the radio game pass. Maybe using some of the people that have made music for Jailbreak in the past. Fix up the bank floors to allow an even playing field for cops and crims, as ones like the underwater vault are just a joke. Bounties should be able to exceed 50k, but make them much rarer, like half the rate they appreciate when you cross the 20k mark. Make another fun cop robbery, maybe like defending the cargo plane against criminals or some other cool objective. Team needs more to do. There's gotta be more houses. There are so many empty areas of the map that could use them. Re-add the jetpack island. It's a really much loved area that could make for some cool cinematics too. Make contracts more diverse. Generally, they make completing seasons a drag because there's a total lack of fun contracts and just mostly grindy ones. Add some more obtainable vehicles, not just limited ones. A fun example of this was the tanker last year. They're really cool, and more so if they stick around. Make the amount of airdrop NPCs spawn proportionate to the amount of players doing it. It's way too hard to solo. Weapon loadout saves. Instead of going to the gun store and clicking everything each time, why not just have a save slot? More vehicle remodels to ensure the design style remains a bit more consistent. Utilize more of the created desert area. I know this is very broad, but what's the point of the giant desert if there's borderline nothing to do in it? We already kind of have one of those. Why does the night end at 4 AM? Make the mansion's hours extend past that, as the nighttime is increased from 7 PM to 7 AM. Very simple. Make hypers untradeable. I know this is a big one, but they should be a symbol of your grind and dedication to the game and should be completely ignored by trading where they can be duped and affected by value. They should just be like a you thing and how much you've played the game. Another small store in Creator City for Epic Tank. I don't know what it could be, but it would definitely be a great addition. More exclusive one-time items. Remember the Hypno rims? Even the Storm rims? Maybe make a spoiler only accessible through like a Ready Player One type quest. Add a feature allowing you to use helicopter missiles to disable the turrets on the cargo ship, then maybe allowing you to get an extra crate and in turn more money. Give this space on the coastline a car park and aerial spawns to provide a scenic area for car meets. If you're gonna give the game some aura, fix up the nature a bit. These trees have literally been in the game for half a decade now. Please add some new ones. Make the game a bit more pretty. The sniper is way too OP when unscoped. It's probably gotta be nerfed. This is a bit complex, but now that JB Changelog has been endorsed, try to wrap the trade balancing thing around their values, as currently it still sucks to trade balance. Now that robbery groups are gone, bring back the call a plane feature. Pretty easy contract too. Give a reward to whoever scores the winning goal in the yard football. Maybe another World Cup texture like the ball one from 2018. Max security prison has just got to go. Does anyone else see this as just an annoyance? You can literally save the effort of escaping by dying to the lasers and getting teleported back to the yard. Either fix it or remove it. Another hot take from me, the taser's kinda broken. Anytime I'm up against a cop in a bad situation, the taser seems to be the ultimate decider in PvP. Like, I get it, but it's a bit too overpowered if you want to balance PvP out, like Asimo was saying. Cars that are too low to the ground absolutely cannot survive in modern Jailbreak. Off-roading is required most of the time in the game's meta, yet some cars just get stopped by the smallest bumps. The fix would be easier said than done, but if it would be able to be pulled off with some kind of terrain change, it would be generational. On that note, specifically fix the mountain collisions. They completely stop your car. Make cars spawnable in the air again, like jumping out from the cargo plane. Maybe it's a bit divisive, but it would add just so much fun. It's just one of those cool little features. To coincide with the aerial spawner, ensure that aerial submissions, both seasonals and obtainables, have a bit more priority in the next few picks. They need to be freshened up. Continue making small seasonal map changes like we saw in the OG season and the Cyberpunk season. It's a great modern trend, and it's a way to make the seasons a bit more notable and rather than just stats. Keep unity between the game's various UIs. The Gunskin UI is the biggest offender of this, literally using the old abysmal scroll system. Alternate car cameras or POVs could be a really useful addition for cinematics, content creation, and Jailbreak racing in general. A live event or admin abuse in the trade hub. Now with the new nuke silo, I genuinely think some ridiculous admin abuse would be so much better, and much more simpler to pull off on the trade island rather than the huge jailbreak map. Another hot take, remove the ability to spawn aerial seasonals with the cost of buffing them. Seriously, the crew capsule is borderline unusable. The SWAT and crime boss game passes need to be made more useful. They're almost priced as highly as the mobile garage, yet both the cars in each game pass are just terrible. The jetpack needs a major revamp. Flying in the jetpack is incredibly janky, as while going vertically is no problem, in any other direction it's almost impossible. Now we're getting some more ridiculous ones, but hear me out. A new robbery that utilizes cars. Whether that be a street race, a dealership, or something else. If the game is going to prioritize adding cars and cosmetics constantly, why not make use of that? Weather events. Offer a special robbery bonus cosmetic that appears just as rare as a hyperchrome does in a certain weather event. Now these weather events would occur, say maybe 8 hours apart to keep it friendly for time zones, and the times would rotate and so would the weathers to, give every time zone access to it. There could be a blizzard, a meteor shower, or say a severe thunderstorm. And the robbery bonus reward could be some exclusive rims. Or wait, maybe some tire stickers, guys. But yeah, some kind of cool reward that would appear at the same rate the hyperchromes do, but for a limited time each day. Could be really cool. And the final one, make a way for cops to be able to obtain a hyperchrome. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but let me explain, please. If you want the game to be balanced, the teams have to be balanced. Equal pay, equal chance of getting rare stuff, the list goes on. Now the only way I do this is by adding a defending robberies mechanic. Hear me out. In bigger servers, each robbery that opens has a 1 in 10 chance to be a mega robbery, right? Or some kind of ridiculous double, whatever, right? Criminals have a 2 times hyper chance and earn 2 times as much. But if cops successfully defend it and don't let anyone rob it, they earn their rewards and get the hyper roll. Something that kind of cool that utilizes the idea of being a cop that rewards with a hyperchrome roll could be such a good way to balance the teams, But wait, I have one more, and that's number 51. Your contribution. Now, because I want to milk this franchise and make another video out of it, I need you, yes you, to think of just one simple change you would make to Jailbreak. Put it in the comments. Just put it in the comments below, okay? And if it's a good change, I will use it in the next video. And I don't know, maybe if we get another 50, yeah, I'll just keep going and keep. Honestly, some of these ideas have been quite ridiculous, but I feel like some of the changes and removals I'd make are at least not too far-fetched from what I think a good path is for Jailbreak. I hope you thought my changes were at least decent. I think Asima is doing a good job with the game right now, and I feel like we should kind of hold criticism on certain removals for certain things because you can't really judge a cake while it's in the oven, So yeah, this has been Theo Gone. Thanks for 4,000. Damn, dude. And oh yeah, join my Discord. It's in the description. Okay, see ya.